Are you sick of being sick? What do you do? This year, the U.S. is experiencing extreme suffering in every state with severe influenza and acute respiratory illnesses. If you can't seem to shake the fatigue and hacking coughs that linger, or if you're still at risk for the really bad H3N2 flu bug, what can you do? Most know by now that the flu shot for the 2018 flu season barely worked because the flu strain making severe miseries was not in the shot. Unfortunately, this year, the flu vaccine is only about 10% effective. Millions are now literally unprotected, and flu is epidemic. Then we're told if you have an immune system below par, you're especially vulnerable to the viruses. That means also you're slow to recover. Many have a racking cough that just won't stop due to excess mucus. But then the advice, which is good but limited, tells us to wash hands frequently, cover mouths if coughing, and avoid gatherings of people who might already be suffering and spreading the germs. But for some unknown reason, more extensive advice on how to amp up a depleted immune response is missing. I don't want to think that's because there's no big profit prescription drug to be promoted, but you draw your own conclusion. If you've had the flu, including a high fever, green sputum, and intense aches with possible nausea, and a cough for more than 10 days, see your healthcare provider immediately. While flu is bacterial and unfazed by antibiotics, complications such as pneumonia and acute respiratory illnesses can be bacterial or viral, and thus many, particularly older folks and young children, are in many instances being given preventive antibiotics. Be sure anytime you take an antibiotic, you take a probiotic such as the NSC Pro probiotic with 15 billion CFU. The health authorities often suggest Tamiflu, and take it if you want, but be advised it's most effective when taken before flu symptoms begin, and many experts tell us it will only lessen severity and extent of influenza miseries by a day or two. But how are we supposed to avoid groups if we have a job, go to school, shop for essentials including food, or a myriad of other situations, including the most dangerous, sitting in a doctor's office waiting to be evaluated for having the flu? Stop eating unhealthy foods, including dairy that produces mucus and sugar that knocks down your immune response. If that severe cough lingers, take a cough suppressant for a brief period and try to avoid stress with as much rest as possible. Add a medical school researched immune booster such as NSC24, NSC100 mg beta-glucan, and do it now. Special pricing is offered now at nsc24.com. That's nsc24.com. Your misery wants to stay, but you can nutritionally help your body help yourself. Call 888-541-3997 or have your immune booster on the way today by web purchase at nsc24.com.